Hi everyone, and welcome back to Genealogy Sucks. Today I'm going to be talking to you about something that's kind of important to me, and I think it's an important topic to discuss. It's one that pisses me off a lot of the times, especially with my family dynamic, but we will go right at it. It is privacy and how we preserve our memories. I think this is a conversation we should be having with our living relatives. This is a conversation we should be having with each other, with our parents, with ourselves internally. What am I doing to preserve my own history for my children, my grandchildren? What am I doing to preserve my parents' history for myself? What can I do to preserve my family history so that I have it and my children and my great-grandchildren and my great-great-grandchildren can have it? That's one of the greatest gifts on my dad's side and my grandma's side, is that you can map through generations and know things like know about who in your family fought in the Revolutionary War and the Civil War, and whether or not you had uncles that fought against each other in the Civil War, which is not super uncommon. Like, you can find these things out if your family members don't hide everything because of privacy. I think we're in the midst of a generational kind of transition or gap, something. I can't think of a word that I want to use, but we're in the middle of some kind of transformative period where our grandparents, or at least my grandparents are almost 90s, in their 90s and almost 90. And they're from the generation that lived through the Great Depression, the Second World War, Korean War, all of that, and they're very private. They don't want their information out there. They don't want to be talked about. They don't want to be looked at sideways, hardly. And they don't want to share their stories. And it's sad for me, but it's also frustrating. When we went through the boxes at my grandma's for the first time that we had found through our serendipitous Facebook Messenger requests, my grandma would shut me down when I asked about things. She would tell me to stop going through people's mail, mind my own business, one thing after another. There's a lot of things that are still unanswered from things that I found in that box, and they'll probably remain unanswered because she's private. And I think the best thing I can say about that is, we as your younger relatives, as your grandchildren, children, whatever, aren't really here to judge you. At least I can speak for myself. I'm not here to judge my grandparents. I look up to them both a great deal. And so for me to judge them would be silly. At least judge them negatively based on things that I find in an old box of photos. Judging them on their behavior, sure. But, so I just don't know. I don't know what causes this need for privacy. I don't know if it's how quickly our world has developed and the technology has developed in their lifetime that they don't know what is private and what's not. But, the only way you can really get answers is by asking, other than public records. And so I'm faced with a lot of internal conflict right now. I'll share with you guys, my grandfather did have a heart attack recently. He is okay. He's doing good. He's always had some heart problems, so he's just kind of on the mend, but I'm going to be prioritizing filming with him a little bit more. We have some more stories to tell, and he's fun to talk to and fun to hang out with. I'm hoping I can get my grandma to interview with me one day, but that will probably be a very cold day in hell because she really doesn't want it. And then I'm gonna, once I get all of this filming out of the way with my grandfather, I'm gonna start some discussion topics with you guys. This is just the beginning. So for now, I'm not sure if I've covered anything, but I feel like I have. So thank you all for watching. I love each and every one of you, and I appreciate you.